Welcome to the Worldwise Wealth Podcast. I'm your host, Nicole, and this podcast is your guide to building a truly borderless life. From entrepreneurship, investment migration, tax optimization, and everything in between, this show highlights the nuances of a global citizen lifestyle. Let's dive in.
When we have clients, both personal and corporate clients, who are looking for tax advantageous solutions, again, whether that be for their businesses or for themselves personally, an option that we often recommend in Latin America is Panama. This is due to the extreme versatility of Panama. While there are other jurisdictions in Latin America that are beneficial depending on the individual and the business and what it is that you're looking for, Panama is really an all-in-one solution that is great for residency, company, and free zone setup, which we're going to talk a little bit later in this video, and also for banking options, which have become more difficult. We have seen this recently in about the last 12 months, the last 10 to 12 months. However, as we always say to clients, this is not necessarily a bad thing. It is more difficult to open a bank account. Of course, we're not talking about a tower bank account where there are quite a few hidden fees. You will know what I'm talking about if you have a Tower bank account, even the basic personal Tower bank account. But banking in general is often a difficulty of many countries once you have your business or your residency or both structured there. So Panama is a great all-in-one solution. Today, we're going to talk about some of the options of how we assist many of our clients to get residency, company formation, and banking solutions, which is really the full spectrum of what you need when you are getting your international diversification taxation strategy underway. So, first up, we have residency. Now, there are various different ways to obtain residency. There are actually many that are not talked about, but that is simply because a lot of them are not often used. So, we're really going to focus on the core that we assist our clients with in this video. The first is the Pensionado visa. This is by far the easiest option if you're looking to obtain a straightforward residency in Panama. Only certain individuals can qualify for this. So, of course, if you have a pension, there are certain criteria that you need to meet that pension, such as a lifetime pension or disability, then that can work. Now, this leads immediately into permanent residency, which is nice if you are looking to go immediately to permanent residency without obtaining the Pensionado visa. Your best option is going to be the Golden Visa or the investment option. Now, this option is available to citizens of any nationality. There is no restrictions like the Friendly Nations visa, which we're going to talk about after this. And this specific Golden Visa process requires you to invest 300,000 USD into the Panamanian market. Usually, through most of our clients, we see that as a real estate or property investment, but there are other options for this as well. Keep in mind with this option, we don't see this spoken about quite often, but with this option, there is also a $10,000 donation to the government as a part of the application. So before legal fees, you are looking at 310,000 USD between both the investment and the donation to the Panamanian government in order to qualify for this option. This is a very popular option to start your PR and work your way toward citizenship by naturalization in a faster path and time frame than the Friendly Nations visa. So this is usually the option if somebody is already going to be investing 300,000 plus in Panama, or if you want to start your PR time frame immediately. Now, next up, we have the Friendly Nations visa option. There are 30 different countries that qualify for this. Many of them are Western and European countries. So there are two core options if you are looking to obtain the Friendly Nations visa. The first is an investment option. While the investment golden visa is 300,000, with the Friendly Nations, it is 200,000. So again, in a business, in a property in Panama, in order to obtain first 2 years of temporary residency. The other option with the Friendly Nations visa is to start a company and to be employed by that company, or to work for a Panamanian company and, of course, be employed again by that company. Now, there are certain standards depending on how many applicants you're going to have on your application, where you may need a bank account, but that is very situational depending on what your application looks like. So, for the local employment option, while we do not do job placements with our firm in Panama, If you do have a job, whether it is your company or another Panamanian citizen's company, then with that, you are able to obtain the visa for the friendly nations if you qualify under the friendly nations countries. We don't work specifically with job placement in the country, but once you do have a job or once you do have a company in Panama, then we can work to complete the paperwork, complete the process to make your residency application via the friendly nations completed. So, next up, let's talk about setting up your business or bringing your business over to a Panamanian free zone. We have many clients who have their businesses set up either in Western countries or in Asia who relocate their business into the free trade zones in Panama. There are multiple different ones, which we will talk about shortly. However, this only really works for certain businesses. We don't recommend that every business relocate. We want to make sure that your business will qualify in order to be eligible for low taxation when you relocate it to Panama. So, a general overview of what the setup process looks like. First, of course, you have the SA company incorporation in Panama. This can be 100% foreign owned and nominee directors are allowed if you are looking for that for privacy within your Panamanian SA. Next up, we have to apply to the specific free zone authority. So each zone has its own licensing process where you have to submit a business plan, detail your economic activity within the business, provide financials, incorporation documents, and list the employment plan that you have to hire some local Panamanian as a part of this free zone company. We assist clients on the ground in Panama to look for and rent warehouse space and office industrial space within the specific free zone that you are looking for. This is something our team on the ground are experts in, and we have clients coming globally from across the world every month who are looking for warehouse and office space, and we assist them with that. If you're interested to learn more, you can book a call with us below specific to the Panama residency and company formation. Now, some of the benefits when it comes to import and export for Panamanian free zones is that there is no import duties on raw materials or goods entering the specific free zone. There are no export duties on products leaving the free zone, and there is no VAT on sales made outside of Panama, which is likely going to be all sales, as it is for all of our clients. So, what are some of the beneficial corporate tax exemptions that your free zone could potentially take advantage of? So, first and foremost, there is the 0% income tax on profits from operations outside of Panama. Panama is really beneficial personally and corporate if you have activity and customers, clients outside of Panama, which is usually not a problem for most of our clients. You also have exemptions from Panama's dividend tax and capital gains. There are no local taxes or municipal fees, and there are no withholding taxes on remittances abroad. Panama is a very interesting jurisdiction. Again, why we work with Panama for a lot of our international corporate clients, because it is so flexible. And along with that, you have the banking solutions. Okay, so before we go into that, some of the more popular free zones that are based in Panama is the Colón Free Zone. This is strategically located near the Panama Canal and the Colón port, and it is the largest free zone in the Western Hemisphere. It's best for import, export, distribution, light manufacturing, and re-export. The Colón Free Zone is a popular option with many of our clients and many businesses in general. You also have the Panama Pacifico Special Economic Zone, which is built on a former US military base near Panama City. And this is tailored specifically for logistics, technology, aviation, and light manufacturing work. And then you also do have some other smaller free zones, such as Howard, Panama Norte, and various others. Again, we work with our clients on the ground in Panama to strategize which options are best for you. We will walk through the entire process from A to Z with you to ensure that everything is structured properly from a business and also a corporate tax perspective. So, next up, we have banking. Now, yes, personal and corporate, both options for banking have become more difficult in the last 6 to 12 months. It's not something that we foresee changing. You used to be able to open both personal and corporate account without a physical presence on the ground. This is usually, in most cases, no longer the case. There are additional documents that are required, but for those individuals who are, of course, going the above board route, which is the only route that we assist with for both residency, free zone, company formation, then banking is quite straightforward if you have the correct documents, which is very standard documentations that most banks will ask for. Not only with traditional finance and banking in Panama, but Panama is also very tax advantageous for those who are crypto or DeFi investors. While most banks in Panama are not crypto friendly, and the few that are widely known, I know I've talked about this before, charge ridiculous fees. We do work with some private banks based in Panama that do offer both on and off ramping services, as well as debit cards that are specific to crypto. So you can, of course, on and off ramp your crypto anywhere in the world and send funds to accounts anywhere in the world. Now, if you are interested in this option, you can book a call with us below. We also offer custody services starting at 250,000 USD if you were looking for crypto custody services as a part of this banking option. Custody is not required, but that is an option that some of our clients do like, especially since it is based in Panama. So we talked about a lot here and why Panama may potentially be beneficial for your business. If you're interested in learning more, you can book a consult with us below where we will dive into the specifics of your business and how we can help in either obtaining residency, banking, or relocating your business to a free zone and setting up a company formation with banking solutions so that we can lower your business tax rate. Again, this very much so depends on your business model and what it is that you are buying, selling, importing, and exporting.
You've just listened to the Worldwise Wealth podcast. Visit our links in the show notes below or at worldwisecapital.com to learn more about how we can assist in your borderless diversification journey. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next episode.